My husband threw his glass of champagne right in my face at a crowded high society party, pulled me by my wrist and yelled to the entire room, "That's what she gets for looking at other men." He thought he had successfully humiliated me and asserted his control, but his arrogant smile completely vanished when the music stopped and a voice boomed over the speakers. My husband Julian was a powerful corporate lawyer who hid a deeply toxic, insecure and controlling nature behind his expensive tailored suits. For 3 years of marriage he isolated me from my friends, controlled what I wore, and accused me of flirting anytime I so much as glanced at another human being. Tonight was his firm's massive annual charity gala, and I knew it was the perfect stage to finally end my nightmare. An hour into the party, I intentionally stood near the bar and made polite, brief eye contact with one of his senior partners to ask where the restroom was. Julian saw it from across the room and completely lost his mind. He marched over, ripped a champagne glass from a waiter's tray, and splashed the burning alcohol directly into my eyes and face. As the entire room fell into a shocked, dead silence, he gripped my arm and shouted his pathetic warning to everyone. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I calmly wiped the alcohol from my eyes, looked him dead in the face, and reached into my evening clutch. I pulled out a small, high-frequency digital remote and pressed the center button. Suddenly, the massive sound system in the ballroom cut off, and Julian's loud, aggressive voice echoed out of every single speaker in the hall. It was an audio recording from our kitchen just 2 nights ago. The entire room of elite professionals and clients stood frozen as they heard Julian clearly threats. If you ever think about leaving me or taking my money, I will use my firm's offshore accounts to forge fraud documents and ruin your family. I own the judges in this city, and I own you. Julian turned entirely pale, his hands shaking as he desperately looked around the room, realizing every single one of his multi-million-dollar clients and senior partners was staring at him with absolute disgust. He turned to me, sweating, and hissed, "You think this fake recording is going to hold up in court?" That's when the heavy glass doors of the ballroom pushed open. 2 federal agents walked straight through the crowd, past Julian, and stood right beside me. I looked at my terrified husband, smiled beautifully, and whispered, "It's not for a divorce court, Julian. I've been working with the FBI for 6 months. Those offshore accounts you just bragged about on tape, they just traced them to a massive money laundering ring. You aren't going home tonight." As the handcuffs clicked around his wrists in front of his entire professional world, I picked up a fresh glass of champagne, took a sip and watched them drag him away.